Hello, everyone. Today, I'll be talking about communication, its importance, and most importantly, its impact. This, communication is critical if you're going the professional, academic, or financial. Financially, all forms of communication is important. And today, I'll be talking about both my experience from my professional and both my academic side. Let's begin. I'm often asked, have you ever worked with a difficult person? How did that communication play out? And what do you do in hindsight now that I learned and had different similar experiences? What would I change? Earlier this year, I had a difficult team member as part of a project. This team member had to have multiple myself and two other team members repeatedly tell him to do his part of the project. And with what I know now, with multiple concepts that we talked about in this unit, that being team roles, mutual respect, and generational differences. In this scenario, generational differences and mutual respect played a major part. This team member was much older than everyone else in the team. Alongside that, both on our part and on his part, sadly, we had a lack of respect for each other, which critically impacted the work that we were assigned. And sadly, weren't able to, well, it did impact greatly the work that we did, sadly. And now what we know now, I would have easier to well defined team roles was also treating each team member with respect and understanding their different values, since each generation has different values that prioritize and last. And now let's move on to the other scenario I experienced. I was asked, think about your last job interview. How effective was the interviewer? And what could have they done different? My experience was pretty, non-standard, to put it mildly. In this scenario, the interviewer was not formally, I have to say, trained to do any interviews, and there was lack of respect on both sides, sadly. Though surprisingly, I did get the job. But the interviewer could have improved by doing better describing the role I would play in the team, while also addressing, verbally, giving respect to myself, and I could have given respect to him due to the informal communication. Whilst finally understanding generational differences, since for myself, I was looking for a part-time job to help pay for college. And whilst the interviewer was looking for a full-time individual. And that clashes with our different values at the time. Though we were able to make it work at the end, it still impacted the relationship. And that would be all. The citations for this short speech, is the textbook of Miller K.Q. Communication for Business and the Professions, the electronic as part of our class. Additionally, is an article by Silva S., published in April 24, 2014, called Mutual Respect, How to Build It in Your Workplace. And that's the citations for this article. For the speech. Have a good day.